Hello, fellow bucket enjoyers. It's me, the anonymous bucket man, and I am back for possibly the most monumental bucket man video of them all. Tragically, this is the final bucket man video. And in today's video, we're going to be going through some of the crucial areas that were filmed, where I existed and was filmed, me, bucket man. Like this park here. This is where we filmed Bucket Man Experiences Rain. This is where we filmed the Bucket Man Experiences Snow. Everyone's favorite kinds of precipitation. But we're also going to go through some history of Bucket Man and how some of the videos came to be. Now, when it comes to the snow and rain videos, there was nothing too special about them. We did the rain video because it was raining outside. We didn't have any other ideas. We're not super creative. Snow video, well, it was winter. And there was snow on the ground, so we thought we should make a sequel. But we're going to be doing more than just those two videos today. There's going to be plenty of Bucket Man content in what will be the final Bucket Man video. And I do truly hope you enjoy what's to come. Now we're back, fellow bucket enjoyers, in our second park that we filmed the video in. And in this very spot, about half a year ago, we filmed me evading taxes. Now, that wasn't the first time I evaded taxes, but it was the first time I did it on film, and it was a pretty interesting video for a number of reasons. It was the first video to take multiple takes, and definitely not the last. It was the first Bucket Man video to go over 100 views. It was the only Bucket Man video to ever feature another YouTuber, and it was the only ever Bucket Man video to use a real camera. Now, on to our next location. Now, this is the third location that we filmed in. This is Meepus's room. We filmed 3 videos in here. We filmed the Q&A announcement. We filmed the Q&A where I responded with no. And we also filmed the follow-up to my previous announcement in my previous video. And I'm pretty sure I'm correct in saying this. I might not be, but I'm pretty sure that the Q&A announcement video actually ended up getting more views than the Q&A itself, which says a lot about Bucket Man's content, I think. Now let's head over to our next location. Now welcome, fellow bucket enjoyers, to the 4th filming location. This is another room in Meepus's house, and this is the most successful filming location out of all of them. It was in this room that we filmed Bucket Man Becomes a Pianist, Bucket Man Invests in Bitcoin, and Bucket Facts. Now, me becoming a pianist and me investing in Bitcoin are our 2 most successful videos by a long shot. I don't think they're our best, but they by far did the best. And in fact, I'm actually sitting on the bench used in Bucket Facts by the piano used in Becoming a Pianist, resting on the bed that I invested in Bitcoin on. Now, let's head over to the next location. Hello, fellow bucket enjoyers, and here we are in the next location, Meepus's kitchen. It's perhaps the simplest location. Only one video was filmed here. It's where I tried pizza for the first time. And there wasn't much to the video. There was some leftover pizza. It happened to be, you know, some rather high quality pizza, I thought. Now, of course, I was no expert, but I looked at that pizza and I thought to myself, that looks good, even though I never had it. It did end up being quite good. And that was one of my favorite videos to film, because, well, I got to eat pizza in it. So that was a fun video to film, but a very simple one. In this location also, there was never much to it, but it was always a fun one. Now let's head over to the next location. Well, hello, fellow bucket enjoyers. It's the next day, and we are back in our next filming location. We're in the little spot of woods where I experienced nature for the first time, which was actually the only video that I had any fear while filming. And it was because of these rocks. I was afraid I was going to trip and break something, and I still hate them to this day. But that's not the only interesting thing. It was the first video where you could hear Meepus make a sound. It was a laugh when he hit me in the head with a stick. Pretty funny. And it should be up ahead somewhere if I can find it again. I stopped and turned around at this very tree. We're right back where it all happened. But now, let's head to the next location. Hello, fellow bucket enjoyers, and here we are in the final location. My basement, me, Bucket Man. But this is only the first location in the whole basement together. This is the punching bag that I kicked in my kickboxing video. By the way, my tips still hold true. It is the best way to kick it by far. But about that video, we're going to get into the history now, since we're at the final location. I'm going to give you some backstory on the videos that were filmed in this basement. And the backstory for the kickboxing video was, it had been a few months since we'd done the Bucket Man. Well, more than a few, actually. A few months since we'd done the first Bucket Man videos. And we wanted to do more. We had, ever since we made the last one of the summer, we all enjoyed making Bucket Man videos. And we were happy to see that we had viewers who enjoyed them. And finally, we had a chance. And our idiot brains came up with kickboxing. I had some boxing gloves. I had a punching bag. Why shouldn't I just kick it? But now, let's head over to the second location in the basement. And now, friends, we're in the second location in my basement. This is the chair that I made the gaming video in. And Bucket Man Gaming is one of many different Bucket Man endeavors that never really went anywhere. We made the one video where I played Buff Imposter with horrible audio, and that was the end of the gaming series. Also, I don't actually listen to the song in the video that I showed you. Let's head over to the third and the most important location. Let's head over to the guest room in the basement. Because it was in here that we filmed the Liminal Room Challenge. Now, that was, of course, the longest video when it came out. It was also the hardest video to make. It took a bit of actual editing. It took a lot more thought. We had to plan it out. And for anyone who didn't understand it, God knows how, I didn't actually spend 24 hours in here. I spent about half an hour in here. This room is horrible. It's not the best. The ceiling height over here isn't great either. It's pretty close. But we didn't film just the Liminal video in here. This is where Bucket Man began. This is where Bucket Man danced. This is where Bucket Man ate cigarettes. This was the room where I first came to be. This is where we played 25 or 6 to 4 by Chicago. This is where I ate Popeye sticks pretending they were cigarettes with a blanket over my shoulders. This was and is the most important location in Bucket Man history. And about the history of those videos. It all came to be because I had this trash can, put it on my head. And I was obsessed with 25 or 6 to 4 at the time. I was playing it down here, life is amazing. And somehow, someway, it came to be that we made a video of me dancing to it. No commentary, just about a minute, 20 seconds of me dancing 25 or 6 to 4 with a bucket on my head. We called it the Anonymous Bucket Man series. And the first video got copyrighted. And minutes later, we made me eating cigarettes. You can really hear my voice is a lot higher in that video, that's for sure. Now, of course, the cigarettes were just Popeye sticks, which I still love to this day. They're very good candy. I would recommend them to anyone who hasn't had them. But that's the history of the Bucket Man series. That's everything that ever happened in the wonderful world of Bucket Man. That's really all of it. It all began in this room as well. And now you're going to see my formal and final goodbye. Well, fellow bucket enjoyers, it's been fun this past year. Goodbye.